guys. Okay, so today's gonna be an interesting type of video, or it's gonna be really boring, I don't know. It's gonna be an adventure. We're gonna go on a quest together to find out the answer to a question that I have. So today, this is the day that I just filmed my video on the update for the new dragon horses, right? So it's been the whole day. I've been enjoying my life since I woke up at 2 a.m. this morning and just had a fantastic day. Otherwise, you know what I mean? And then I stumbled across this little Reddit post on Star Stable. I do every once in a while check in on Reddit just to see, you know, like what people are thinking about on Star Stable. I am not a drama person. If you follow my channel, you know that I don't really get into drama, and I'm not a complainer at all. I never complain about stuff. I tell my exact thoughts. I'll say I hate this part of the dragon horses. I think the mane looks dumb, but I really like them in general. And other people might say they hate them. It doesn't mean I'm gonna say that. I'm just gonna say what I think. Okay, so here's what I think about this situation. So today I'm gonna be discussing something about the shillings grind. I don't know the answer to my thoughts while I'm filming this right now. I want to find out the answer, and we're gonna find out the answer together, and maybe we'll do it in the comments. I don't know. This is gonna be an adventure. I just have a feeling. You know what I mean? Okay, so for privacy purposes, in case other people don't really want, you know, potentially thousands of people to watch a video of their comment and, I don't know, get in their DMs or something. To protect people, I'm gonna take people's names out of this Reddit post, but I'm gonna post screenshots of the comment with no names on it. So, you know, be respectful to these people because they're just having a conversation and I thought it was important, so that's why I'm sharing it. Also, this person was very kind in the way that they brought up their points, which I really liked. Okay, so I'm gonna read this whole post. They said, I am not an SSO hater. I genuinely love playing the game, buying the ridiculously expensive outfits through grinding light, and enjoying the updated horses /layers /closet area of play. The cheating ban was a wild ride, but I finally did get a chance to win championships and have a smooth UI and larger locations. Genuinely, y'all, I remain unbothered. Okay, this sounds exactly like me. I'm pretty similar to this person. They said, however, the quote bug fix that took down more than half of Vildale gardening rewards, I am livid. So upset. Spent all morning doing my run through of grinding light and listening to my Discover Weekly, which I've come to enjoy, only to see my progress crawl forwards at a truly glacial pace. I checked the update on SSO's Instagram, and lo and behold, they've nerfed the gardening rewards. A year-long glitch that you've just now updated, even after multiple Trailblazer events and over a year's worth of rune pathfinding? It's asinine.
That sounds like a bad word.
Rude, and not even an apology or alternative way of playing. 1,000 Jorvik shillings worth of income gone. A whole explorative questline with monetary rewards and genuinely enjoyable world building devalued with a simple weekly update. This is the first time I'm coming to terms with the capitalization of this beloved game. If the spending of Jorvik shillings is not accessible through a day's worth of gameplay, then there's no point to progression and accessing new items. SSO, please do better. Okay, I think this is interesting, and I don't know if I believe this yet. I need to try it for myself. Then I went into my Discord and I was like, hey, I was just, you know, seeing what other people thought. I said, did SSO reduce the rewards for gardening? I read that on Reddit, and somebody said, yes, the wild seeds are not returning in fair prices, and the light is 5 to 10 light randomly for every flower. I don't even remember how much. Okay, here's the thing about me. You're gonna be like, Rose, you don't know what the frick you're talking about. If you're typing a comment right now that's like, Rose, you're so dumb, like, why are you even bothering making a video like this? I know. That's why it's called an adventure, not here's the facts. I'm gonna explore this with you guys because I don't know if I'm gonna get to the answer to my question by the end of this video. I don't know. I'm just making this video because it's a topic I'm actually interested in. I'm not interested in SSO drama at all, but I am interested in this topic because one of the most important things to me in this game is grinding for shillings to earn items like clothing and tack in the game, because and this is a change that I've made since playing this game because it is very expensive. The star coins are very expensive, and there's so many new breeds coming out, especially since I have a channel for this game. It's not realistic for me to straight up like buy stuff with star coins and buy star coins enough, you know, like I need to only buy horses with star coins and that's it. So I work hard on this game. I like log on for 30 minutes a day and do my shillings grind. So I'm interested to see, usually on my shillings grind, I can make 3,000 to 5,000 shillings depending on like how much effort I put into the shillings grind. And there are 3 things I typically base it on. It's all runology. I just released like a daily routine or a weekly routine video where I did do a shillings grind. So you can see I earned like quite a bit of shillings. It's not like I'm doing like hacks or cheats. Like it was stuff that I'd been doing for months and months and months in this game to earn shillings. So I haven't done my shillings grind today. So I'm gonna try it out today. I'm gonna see, is there a significant difference in what I'm making? making? Is it only affecting gardening? Is it only affecting runestones? Is it affecting Farrah's quest? I don't know. These are all questions I have. So right now I have a stack from when I did my stuff yesterday. That's a good reference point. I probably made more than this because I sometimes sell my light multiple times in one day. So I'll like do all the gardening, sell it, then I'll go do the runestones and Farrah's and I'll sell that. So I'm gonna sell the shillings I have right now and we're gonna see from scratch how many shillings do I make doing my shillings grind. So first, before we even buy into the drama, we're gonna decide, is this even worth looking into more? Do I make significantly less shilling? If I do, I'm gonna look more into this. I wanna look and see what Star Stable said about it because I'm like really interested in that. And then I'm gonna just share some of my thoughts about it if it's true. If it's not true, I don't even wanna bother complaining about it and I'll just put this video up FYI if anyone else was like concerned about this. So just know like I'm not a complainer. I'm not one who complains in this game ever. You know that. I understand like prices have to go up for stuff. That makes sense. We have inflation all over the world and it's been going on for years and every business has to raise their prices to keep things afloat. I understand gamers get mad, gamers be mad, I get it. Who wouldn't be mad when your game is expensive? We're all mad. I'm mad when I go to the grocery store, have been for several years. I completely understand multiple perspectives on this issue, so don't think I'm biased or anything. I'm not biased towards Star Stable except that I love this game. And I know like sometimes I watch videos like this and they're like, I love this game, I care about this game, and then they're all like negative about it and I'm like, I don't think you really like this game. I like really like this game and like I did never think, I was like, okay, Star Stable, yeah, like do they do some crazy crap? Yes, of course they do. Don't think I don't think that. But at the same time, do I love this game and is like the pros outweigh the cons? Absolutely they do. So anyways, enjoy me going on this rant. I haven't done a rant before on this channel. That's really funny. So now you guys know what did it for Rose was the gardening. Farming is what did it for Rose. Well, that was the end of Star Stable for Rose. I'm just kidding. I'm being so dramatic right now. I still love this game, but I would love to have an important conversation about what this means, what you guys think. I would love opinions. Can this be changed? These are questions I have. Okay, so usually by the end of collecting all of the plants, which I literally just did while I was ranting to you guys, you're welcome. I made half the amount of light that I typically make. Usually I'll make anywhere from 900 to 1200 shillings. I only made 515, so that is a significant reduction. Also, a lot of people I saw on the Reddit thread were saying you don't even get enough seeds back to replenish your garden. So if you don't know anything about like seeds and stuff in your garden and how to earn shillings, like one thing about the garden that you've always been able to do is once you collect the flowers, you get light in return and then you also get seeds back so that you can replant them. Because when we all first started gardening, we had to go collect seeds and everyone knows it's a very painful process. It takes a long time. You basically find them through stumbling through leaf piles and every once in a while they'll have seeds in them, but it's like 1 or 2 seeds. So it takes a while. So I think you need 80 seeds to replenish the garden. I'm gonna check and see if that comment was true, if I do not have enough seeds to replant my garden. So 1 second while I do that. Okay, you guys, all right. I've had this happen before when I've gardened, but it was like a glitch where sometimes I would get a glitch where I didn't have enough seeds to finish replenishing my garden. I had to like do the whole garden and then I had enough seeds. So let me explain to you guys how usually this has worked in the past. So you would collect all your flowers and you would get, basically, I didn't pay attention to each individual one, but you would get multiple or 1 seed back from each plant you collected. So by the end, you would have enough to replenish your garden. And then I forgot to say, you would usually have, I don't know, like average 30 extra seeds, and each seed, like you could exchange 5 of your seeds for 100 light, and then that would be shillings. So at this point, I didn't even get enough to finish replanting my garden. So at this point, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'm 12 seeds short. So I literally have to go get 12 seeds, and that means I don't have any extra to sell for shillings, which is a huge, like, that made me like several hundred shillings, you know? That made me a lot of shillings per day, just getting those extra few seeds. It wasn't like 1,000 shillings worth, but it was like, you know, actually it was like 600 maybe, possibly. So at this point, to get seeds, it's actually not easy at all. Like, I mean, it's not that hard, but it takes more time. So you have to go, I have to go look for leaf piles right now. I need 12 more seeds. And I just know for a fact, like knowing myself, see, like I got a couple seeds here. I only have one seed after doing multiple leaf piles. We'll see, like, I'm gonna see how long it takes me to get 12 seeds. I am 5 minutes in and there are hardly any leaf piles. I don't know if they like reduced the rate of spawning of leaf piles. It could be random. I have only gotten 3 seeds and I mean, like I said, you don't get seeds for every leaf pile. You don't. Like, it's just kind of, sometimes there's one, sometimes there's not. I'm gonna double check and make sure you can't craft seeds or anything. I'm pretty sure that the only way to get seeds is through the leaf piles. Yeah, so let me know if that's wrong in the comments. Let me know if there's anything that needs to be corrected. I would love to know. I will say, like, while you're searching for the seeds, you do end up gaining light because you can collect light as you go. So I guess that's one plus, but this is taking a lot of time. I only have 3 seeds. I've gone through almost the entire map of the Valedale Hollow Woods area and I don't even know if I'm gonna hit 12. And the thing that's interesting is that, you know, when I started this video, I was like, okay, I just want to see, I'm not mad. I just want to see if this is true because there are definitely people in this game who sometimes say stuff, make claims that are incorrect. We've all seen it, or are a little dramatic about stuff. But I was genuinely, when I saw that it was only 500 something shillings or 500 something light that I made from all of my gardening, it's literally half of what I usually make. It's less than half of what I usually make. I was a little shooketh. I'm not gonna lie. I was trying to keep my cool, but I was like, wow, I'm really shocked. Like, that's less than half of what I usually make for the same amount of work. Yikes, this is not looking good, guys. I'm concerned about this. Oh, there's 2 seeds. Okay, I got 5, but I did circle almost the entire map. The only part I haven't gone yet is the back area, so I'll do that area too, but I have seen a lot less leaf piles than usual. It could just be like I need to relog and reload. It could just be how it spawned this time, but and I know I shouldn't base it off of one session, like maybe sometimes it's different, you know, but we're on a quest right now and we're discovering some things. Also, we're discovering that Rose needs to organize her inventory. She is a struggle bus. Did they reduce the amount of light for that? I don't know. I thought it used to be 120 is 250. I don't know if that's still the case. If you found out of any other prices that have changed in the game that I didn't know about in this video, 250 is still the same, so let me know. I would love to know in the comments. I'm at 6 light. It's been almost 10 minutes, you guys. Just to get half of the light I need to and this, just so you know, this is just to replant my garden for now. What used to be 1,000 star coins would have been kind of worth it. I would have been mad, but I would have been like, whatever, I'll still look for the seeds every day because, you know, it's worth it. I'll get 1,000, 1,200 shillings per day just from the garden. Now it's only for 500. Is that really worth it for 500? I mean, I'm saying light and shillings interchangeably because they basically are. Like, light is shillings. That's basically the third currency of the game, has become light / shillings. You know what I mean? So, I mean, if you're like a good old fashioned light grinder, this might not affect you very much because those people, you will make shillings regardless, just grinding light, finding light. But if you're like me, where you relied heavily on like gardening a lot for like at least 1,200 shillings a day, this will affect you a lot. Okay, this is interesting. I'm at 9. Okay, so there was more. There are a lot less leaf piles. I don't know if I'm crazy. I don't feel like I'm crazy. I feel like I'm pretty sane of a person, you know? Okay, I went through the entire map. Let's see if some more leaf piles respawned. I just need 3 more. Oh, look, there was 3, but 1 went up in the sky. Typical. I need 1 more. And it took about, I'll say it took about 10 minutes to get 12. And that's only gonna replenish my garden. I will say in the time that I spent getting the light, I did almost make I'll probably say I'll be generous, about 400 light or slash shillings just looking for seeds. So yeah, do you like get some compensation there? Yes, but you also add time into your routine of your shillings routine. If you are a shillings grinder, all of the stuff that I'm saying, you'll be like, yes, I already know that. Okay, that's great. Fantastic. We can agree. This is a little wild. Usually in the past, I would have like 30 extra seeds sometimes just to sell or exchange. You know what I'm saying? See, that leaf pile didn't have anything in it, so I have to look for another one. I don't know. Let me know in the comments. Am I crazy, or did they make it so that the leaf piles don't spawn as often? Because there are way less leaf piles today than I am used to seeing ever. This is interesting. So this is phase 1. We're doing a science experiment in Star Stable today. So the first stage is ask a question. I asked a question, okay. The next is test your hypothesis. So I'm doing hands-on testing. I think you're supposed to collect information during that time. Nah, like I'll do that after. I wanted to test it for myself. So I've tested it for myself, 10-15 minutes to get enough seeds to finish planting my garden. If you want to collect more seeds to exchange for light, then you need to go for possibly 30 more minutes. That's pretty much the rate that I'm saying it takes. If you found a way to make it faster, please let me know. I would love to hear about it. So it took me, I don't know, 30 minutes to plant my garden. It usually takes about 10, and I don't have any seeds left over to sell. Usually at this point in my routine, I would sell my seeds because look, you can extract light from seeds, and it 5 seeds for 100 light. Now basically you're getting 100 shillings to find 5 seeds all on your own, which is about 5 minutes. It's like, I don't know, 20 shillings per minute. That is not that fast. It's not that great. I'm not gonna lie. It's not that great. So yeah, I'm not sure about that. Okay, now we're gonna look at and see if like runestones are affected. Maybe you already know at the point when this video comes out. I don't know when this video is coming out, so I don't know, but let's see if runestones are affected. Usually by the end of this, I will have spent 10 minutes collecting my garden, and I will have like 1,200 shillings from just that. And then plus the ones that I can exchange light for, I'll probably have 1,500 shillings. At this point, I have exactly half of that almost. I mean, I have almost half. So it's basically halved the amount of shillings I made. Quite a lot, actually. Okay, so that's good to know. Let's see if I can still make a reasonable amount with adding Farah's questing plus the runestones to that. So I'm gonna do just like I normally do. I don't usually do the hidden satchels personally because I just find it really annoying to find them. But if you want, someone in my Discord posted like there's like a calendar with like the locations of each runestone or like of each satchel each day so that you can like, you know, find. I'll have to go find that if it's still valid, but that could be a helpful compensation for you if you haven't been doing hidden satchels. You know what I mean? I usually don't have time to do hidden satchels because I'm busy. I have a life, okay? I know you think I don't have a life, but I actually do. Anyways, yeah, I don't know. Maybe that will be something I'll have to start doing satchels to make money. I don't know. I'm just trying to think how I can compensate for the fact that I used to make a really small amount of shillings for a lot of work. Now I make even less. So I'm in shock. I'm shooketh. Okay, I'm gonna finish these in silence and cry. Just kidding. Okay, so at the end of all that, doing all my gardening and my runestones, I have 2,195 shillings, which, you know, it's not a small amount, but it is a lot less. Almost, I'd say that's probably 2/3 to 1/2 of what I typically have after that. Okay, so I'm just gonna like make sure, double check you can't craft seeds. I'm pretty sure you can't. Let me know in the comments though if I'm wrong and I missed something and you can craft seeds. Let me know. I would love to know that. But also I do think if you can, I feel like there's somewhere you can buy seeds, but it's like something ridiculous, like you have to pay light for it. Oh, it's garden powders. I don't know. I don't think you can buy seeds. I think you do have to find them in leaf piles, but let me know. If I'm wrong, I would love to be wrong. Okay, then we're gonna go do Farah's, which is what I typically do, and we'll see what we think. We'll see. I'm gonna look up some things and we'll see what happens. Okay, I finished my Ferris quest. So by the end, when all is said and done, I made about 5 to 750. Sometimes, yeah, that's about what you made. 500 to 750 shillings, not light, for doing Ferris quests. So I just did my dailies for Star Stable, and basically total amount I made a little over 3,000. Oh wait, not 3,000. I made probably total about 3,000 shillings from doing gardening, runestones, all 5 runestones, and doing Ferris questing. I will say, like, one way you could compensate the missing shillings is you could do all 5 satchels if you use the locations map. If that still works, that could be like a fast way to quickly do it. And you can craft garden powders easily. You would just have to craft, you know, up to 15 garden powders a day. That'd just be an extra part of your routine. I will say, like, it's more time consuming. It is more time consuming now to make shillings, and you get rewarded less. So I do want to look into like what the bug fix, quote quote, I want to look into that and see if it's like on their bug fix page, if they said anything about it. I want to read a little bit to see if they've like responded to any comments about this concern, because, you know, I want to look at both sides and I want to like have a fair decision about what I think this means. Like if this is like a big deal, if this is like a huge ripoff. But based on what I know about economics, which is nothing, and we know this has been happening for a while, and I'm going to be fair to Star Stable, they're a business. I'm not saying all businesses are like doing the right thing, for sure not. And I don't think all businesses are evil. I think that's stupid to think that, but you can think whatever you want. Okay, but they are a business, their job's to make money and to pay their employees. That's what they do. Fortunately, I enjoy their game, so, but I will say inflation worldwide has been bad for years. So inflation obviously affects, I mean, you're like, Star Stable doesn't have inflation. Yes, it does, because Star Stable is connected to real money, so it is affected by inflation. So I know you're thinking like, well, they don't have to raise the prices in a horse game. Yeah, they do. That's how inflation works. Prices go up, and Star Coins prices went up, and yeah, am I happy about it? No. Is it ridiculous? Yes. Is everything priced ridiculously the last several years? Absolutely. Yes, it is. At least where I live, and I've heard pretty much it's very much tied to the worldwide situation. So it's not just Star Stable, to be fair. And then on the other side of it, their approach to it is a little messed up, and I kind of want to talk about it. And if anyone has other opinions, would love to hear it. I definitely don't think I know everything, and if I say something wrong, let me know, but also know that just because you say something doesn't make it true. So if you see someone's comment, like, does it mean it's true? No. Just because you say the opposite of what I say doesn't mean you're right or I'm right. We'll just have to see. Time will tell. But I will say that usually the response to inflation, money is not worth as much. So like, you know, $100 today, you can't buy the same amount of stuff with $100 that you could 4 years ago, 5 years ago. You can't buy as much as you could with that money. So what they've done is they've raised their prices because they had to pay their bills, which also probably went up. I mean, obviously, employees have to be paid more to accommodate increased living conditions, you know? It's a vicious cycle. We love it. I also am not an economist, but so they have to increase their prices to pay their employees because their employees' rent and everything went up, has been going up for years. Yeah, so they have to increase their prices along with every other business. That's why prices went up for all the food, everything. The last several years that's been happening. That's because it costs more money to transport stuff. You have to pay their employees more. All this stuff makes prices go up too. So what they did in response to, they raised their prices, but what they did was kind of stupid because they also reduced like the worth of their money. You know what I mean? So like instead of just raising the star coins and the shillings, which we know has been happening for a while, like everything in the game now almost new is like 9,000 shillings to 10,000 shillings. And they have a cap. That's a whole nother story. And the star coins prices have gone up. The money prices for star coins has gone up. Like the monetary price in real life of star coins has gone up. And the amount of star coins things cost in game has also gone up. Shillings and star coins prices have gone up, and the price for those things have gone up too. Plus, in addition addition to that, they haven't really compensated for that. Like for example, when prices go up, typically you provide, like, you get paid more, like stuff like that, like to compensate for that typically, but we don't get more star coins. So we still only get 100 a week. So I mean, I'm not saying they're never gonna do it. They're never gonna raise our star coin limit, but they haven't done that yet. And they've raised prices. So like automatically the value, like our value of our money in this game has gone down. And put on top of that, the same amount of work that I did yesterday, today, is worth less money. So I spent 45 minutes or more today doing what took me about 20 minutes, 25 minutes yesterday. And on top of that, I made less doing more work. So to me, that's not very smart. That doesn't really make sense. Okay, so what I heard happened is that Star Stable claimed there was like a glitch where you earned 10 light for each gardening item. I don't know where people are getting this information, so I want to look it up on my own on Star Stable's like bug blog website, because what people are saying is basically like Star Stable said that, oh, it was a glitch, we just fixed it right now. And then other people are mad saying like, it's not a glitch. Like you just are saying that because people aren't buying star coins as much because they can buy stuff with shillings. So I'm interested in that. I think that's interesting to know. I want to look it up. Okay, this is their bug fixes page. So it said, it said harvesting a fully grown plant in the Hollow Woods garden incorrectly granted double rewards, extra plants, lights, and trail points. This has now been corrected to give the intended rewards. Okay, that's kind of vague. And it says they fixed that the 10th of the 16th, but today I'll just say is the 12th. Yeah, so okay. So that's the last thing they updated. That's really vague. Like that doesn't tell me much, but kind of, okay, I'm not saying this is for sure, but this is what it sounds like to me. And they're not even saying like how much it used to grant, how much it was supposed to grant. They're just saying it incorrectly granted double rewards. So now basically what they're saying is we don't want to give you that amount, even though it's been like that for about a year or more. It's been like that the whole time the game has happened. Instead of like saying, oops, we messed up. Well, it's been like this forever. We kind of got to own it because that was our mistake for a long time. Instead, what they're saying, and I don't believe this, is they're saying that it was a mistake and we fixed it. Instead of just owning it, they're saying, oh, we fixed it. So now you're going to make half of what you used to make. I feel like that's kind of a bad move either way. So if they're lying, it's really quite dishonest. So instead of saying, we need more money, so we're going to pay you half as much for the same amount of work that you've been getting the past year or more. I don't know how long it's been like this. Let me know if you know. If you know more than I do, I would love to know. I'm really open to information. So either they're lying and that's really messed up, or they're telling the truth and that's like not owning your mistakes. Like if you made a mistake for a year as a company and said, we accidentally said deodorant was $3, it's actually supposed to be $6, so we're gonna change the price. Like people won't buy it. You know what I mean? Really, people would, but you know what I mean? Like it's like a bad look. Like it might not be worth that to people anymore. I don't know. I think their intended plan is to make people play the game more so that they have to spend more time to earn shillings. But I think what's gonna happen is people are gonna get maybe a little defeated. I think they might lose players. I don't know. What do you guys think will happen? I don't know. I kind of want to look on their social media too. I'm gonna look at the Reddit comments and see what other people said. And by the way, Reddit is not the most reliable thing. I'm not writing a report on this, but yeah, like a lot of people are saying there's no way getting 10 light per plant was a glitch. We also always had seeds left over, like 30 to 60 per gather to craft into light. They just nerfed it and decided to lie about it to avoid people getting angry. Classic SSO, honestly. Okay, like that's a very angry comment. And like, I do agree. I think that's what happened. I think that they realized that they had to lower the prices because people weren't buying star points. That's my opinion though. Am I mad at SSO? And like, do I complain about SSO? No, like I don't, but this is pretty messed up.
So that's why I'm making a video about it.
Yeah, this is pretty messed up. I would hope that they would correct this. Yeah, and like a lot of people are making the point that like, okay, but there's still so many crafting glitches, so why did they only fix that one? A lot of people are saying they're really mad about it. And to be fair, Reddit, everyone's mad all the time. No matter what Reddit page you're on, people are always mad. That's like where you go when you're mad. I go on Reddit when I'm mad too, because I'm gonna complain about something. A lot of people are saying they sent Star Stable an email. Yeah, and then someone said, I'm less pissed about them nerfing the amount of light you get, but for the love, why do I not get enough seeds back to at very least replant the garden? Yeah, like it's not like, that's kind of dumb. I agree. Someone said this was the only reason I logged on every day and now they ruined it. Okay, so there's two sides to this. So there's a lot of people that are really mad. I'm annoyed. I am annoyed. And you guys know, I don't complain about anything. Like I am not in the drama. The only reason I'm even posting this video is because this is a topic that's very important to me, because I I do this every day. And I know a lot of people for a while have been, and I didn't believe them. They were saying Star Stable is gonna remove this feature in the game. Like they're gonna reduce the amount of shillings you can make. And in my head, you know, I'm like, no way, like they can't do that. Like that would be so annoying. Like it's been like this forever, but they did. Here's the thing I think might happen. I think there are some things the community in Star Stable complains about that I'm like, yeah, you're gonna have to get over it. Like it's fine. This is one that I'm like, oh, that's kind of uncool. It's like raising prices and reducing our income at the same time. Like that's kind of wild. But to be fair, I will say there's like hope on the other side because yes, did I make less? Absolutely. Is this still like a good amount to make? Yeah, but like, am I annoyed? Was it done badly? Absolutely. This was a really dumb way to do this. I'm pretty annoyed. Like it's pretty annoying, and if people are upset, I understand why people are upset. Am I like inviting people to go on a rampage in the comments about how they hate Star Stable? No, like please don't do that. It's annoying to me. I mean, I make no influence on this community. I'm a very small creator, but it's annoying when people complain about stuff in a whiny way. Like I hate that. And it doesn't do anything because it makes people seem like little kids, and that does not accomplish anything. But I will say like my 2 cents on this situation is you can't like raise prices and reduce the income of your players at the same time. That's like kind of messed up. It might discourage players from wanting to play, and I don't know. There's more to this story, I'm sure, that I haven't seen yet. I would love to see if you guys have any other information in the comments. Try to be respectful in the comments, because like keep in mind that like it's not like Star Stable's reading these comments, and I'm not like, I don't really want a negativity fest in my comments, but I would love like productive convo if you guys have any like good like thoughts and comments about this, or things that you've heard or like seen that I missed. I would love to know. I do want to end on a positive note though, because I'm not like a negative person. I don't like to dwell on the negative. Am I still gonna play Star Stable? Yes. At the end of the day, am I still gonna do my shillings grind? Yes. It might be harder though. I make less for it too, but I still make enough to buy things with shillings. I'm still not gonna buy Silver Star coins because it's too expensive. I'll buy horses, and that's hopefully it. But I will say, if you want like a little bit of compensation, or the only thing that was really affected was gardening, and basically crafting seeds is pretty much gone unless you want to spend hours collecting seeds. I will say one thing you can do to compensate is collect the satchels. There's 5 satchels a day, I believe, and that could compensate you about 1,000 shillings if you want to spend the time. It is more time though. I guess the question was, did Star Stable ruin shillings? No, they didn't ruin it, but they reduced the amount of shillings we make in a really annoying way. Actually, I'm kind of like, this was a little dumb. The way they did it was dumb. I personally, this is my personal opinion, I think that they did not have, it was not a glitch where we got double the amount of shillings. I don't think it was a glitch. I think, like, in my opinion, I think that they just realized that people weren't buying star coins except for horses, if that, and so they had to reduce the amount of shillings. I don't know what kinds of financial stuff they're facing, like that's not my problem. I was just wanting to make a video about this and see what you guys thought about this. Okay, I did read, okay, on their last Instagram post, somebody did comment and say, hey, I have a question concerning the Valedale Garden. Did you guys nerf it on purpose because now it is a struggle to farm for lights? And Star Stable's response was, hello, harvesting a fully grown plant in the Hall of Woods garden incorrectly granted double rewards, extra plants, lights, and trail points. This has now been corrected to give the intended rewards. So they're just giving that like response to everyone. People are really mad about it, and for once I actually kind of agree. Oh look, my computer's about to die. I will say I'm not a fatalist. I'm not like, we can't grind shillings anymore. Yes, you can. You can still grind shillings. If you're like worried about this, you can still grind shillings. It takes more time though, and it's annoying. So I'll say on a positive note, if you were like watching this video and you were like, oh my gosh, like, is it over? Is the shillings grind over? I don't think she's over. I don't think she's over yet. You can still grind for shillings, guys, but am I happy about this? No. And I think a lot of people are not. And anyways, I just wanted to put a video together to like do an experiment. And I think based on our experiment, what we found out is A, yes, you can still grind for shillings. B, Star Stable did a little dirty thing that they shouldn't have done. They shouldn't have done it like this. Even if it was an accident, there were other things they should have done. If you have ideas on other ways they could have approached it, I'd also love to hear your thoughts about that. Anyways, that's all I have to say about this subject. I'm a little disappointed logging off today, but it's still gonna be a beautiful day, and I'm still gonna like this game, and I still play this game. But yeah, try to be kind of respectful in the comments, to me obviously, and to each other, because everyone's allowed to have their own opinions on things. And the thing that's interesting about this game is the longer you play, maybe the more negative experiences you've had. It's probably like that with a lot of things. So keep in mind that some people who are new to the community may not have experienced the same things you've experienced experienced. Maybe you've experienced a lot of things that have upset you in a row and that really like threw you. Maybe they haven't had that yet. So just be like aware. There are younger people and older people, people with different opinions on different things, people who haven't been exposed to this community for very long, people who have, you know, some people are tired of this community, just like any community. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully it goes over well. Thanks for watching. Bye.
I'm on thin ice, you'd never guess. I've been hiding a monster.